you give apples to, the fifth person you give the apple in the basket. And everybody gets an apple. How cool is that? That's pretty crazy. Good stuff. All right. So this week, just so you guys kind of get an understanding of what's going to happen this week, man, last week before spring break. Okay, so today we're going to talk about some work and some power, right? It's work and power. And then I got a little activity we're going to do after that. Tomorrow, we're going to talk about some simple machines, okay? Talk about some simple machines, all right? And then on Wednesday and Thursday, kind of got a pretty big lab we're going to try out using those simple machines. And then Friday, we're going to look at the efficiency of them. Efficiency of our lab, which is pretty cool. I did not spell efficiency. Efficiency. That's still not wrong. Efficiency. Efficiency. I don't know.
I think you got it right.
Is that right? I don't know. I don't think it doesn't look good. You know when a word doesn't look right? That doesn't look right. I don't know. Efficiency. That's right? Wow, okay. Must be feeling good. All right, so what I'm going to do is I have a very, very short introduction about work and power. Then I want to get into our activity so we have enough time to complete that. We'll be good to go. So work and power, holy smokes. Cool stuff. But what are they? We've heard those terms, right? You do work all the time. But what's that mean in science? Holding this marker, am I doing work right now? Am I using power? Interesting. Interesting stuff. All right, so let's check out the definition of work first. The transfer of energy. Whoa, know that word. The transfer of energy to a body by the application of a force that causes a body to move. Am I doing work? Is my marker moving? No? Am I doing work? The application of a force that causes a body to move. My mark, I know, don't look that close. Okay. Try not to. There we go. Is there any work being done on that marker? No, it's not moving, right? So something has to move for work to be done. Sound good? That's the definition of it. All right. According to physics, work is only done with a force that causes a change in position. All right. So I can push on this door as hard as I can. I'm putting a lot of energy and a lot of force into it. But is any work being done? No. Right? Well, maybe. Maybe a little bit of work. Right? I'm just kidding. That's work. Sound good? We kind of get the idea of work. So work has that baby's doing some serious work. Was that on there earlier? Nope. That baby's doing some work. Or is she? No, she's not. That car's not moving, right? So no work's being done. All right. So here is the equation for work. Work is equal to the amount of force times the distance. Well, that kind of makes sense. The amount of force times the distance. So if my distance is 0, my work is 0. That kind of makes sense, right? That really makes sense. All right. So looking at my units, work is a form of energy. And what's my unit for energy? Joules. How cool is that? And then once again, force is my good old man Newton. And distance is just meters. Okay. That's my work equation. What's a work song? There's probably some good ones. Work is equal to force times distance. Okay? So let's try out one practice problem of work. One practice. How much work does a person do when he uses 190 newtons of force to lift a box 2 meters into the air? It's just at a weird angle. We got an answer already. 380. Wow. I'd have to say that's right. Would you have to agree? Because if we look at my force, he has 190 newtons of force. So 190 times, the distance was 2, so 190 times 2 is 380. Beautiful. How do we feel on that? Pretty good. Pretty good. That's work. We're halfway done. We're over halfway done. Holy smokes. That's pretty crazy. All right. I have some extra problems, but once again, you just multiply the 2. All right. Power. What is power? Power is the quantity that measures how much work is done over time. Okay. Okay. How much work is done in a given amount of time? So it's basically the same thing. We're just adding time, right? So this one, power, is equal to how much work is done over time. How cool is that? How much work is done over time is equal to power. All right. Now, interesting. Does anybody know the unit for power? What does electrical companies use for power? Watts. I heard it. Holy smokes. So our unit for power is watts. Okay. All right. So let's check out one example problem of this, and then we'll get into our activity. One example problem. While rowing across a lake, Joe does 3,960 joules of work on the oars in 60 seconds. What was her power output? Well, how much work did she do? Okay, she did 3,960. How much time? 60. So when you plug that in, got an answer of 66 watts. Work over time. I know I went over those two very fast, but how do we feel on those? feel good. We feel good. We feel good. All right. So now, what we are going to do is I got a little activity we're going to try. Okay. Let me turn this off. Close that down. Stop the recording.